All right, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving headfirst into the absolutely brutal psychological survival challenge that's required to build a successful online business from complete scratch. We're going to be looking at some incredible data, a few intense social experiments, and proven frameworks to figure out what it truly takes to make it out there. It's a journey that literally bridges the terrifying gap between an absolute mental breakdown and the ultimate financial reward. But to really grasp this, we have to start right at the very beginning of the journey. Picture this, it's 6:30 a.m. The alarm rings inside your tiny rented room, you wake up exhausted, but the very first thing you do is check yesterday's earnings on your phone. $94. Right, so not exactly life-changing money, but 28 days ago, you had almost nothing. No confidence, no audience, no plan. Just one single desperate promise to yourself, don't quit. And honestly, that promise is the only thing keeping you going as you face down another grueling day. You make some cheap coffee and sit down in front of your laptop way before sunrise. You're replying to messages, editing videos, learning completely new skills all alone while everyone else is still fast asleep. The room still feels incredibly small, but now the walls are entirely covered with goals, sticky notes, and unfinished dreams. Every single day feels like an isolated, high-stakes battle between comfort and success, and you're constantly fighting that overwhelming urge to just crawl back into bed and take the easy way out. So why on earth do we put ourselves through this battle? Well, as financial educator Mark Tilbury points out, the traditional route usually means going to school, getting a standard 9 to 5, and eventually hitting a very hard income ceiling. Even if you hit the absolute jackpot and become a doctor or a lawyer, you're still trading your precious time for a paycheck. But the new route, mastering a high-income skill online, can actually yield $10,000 a month. We're talking scalable income and absolute freedom. That brings us to Section 1, entering the isolation chamber, the psychological toll of success, because unlocking that new route actually requires locking yourself away. You see, this lonely grind perfectly mirrors creator Ryan Trahan's 100-Day Metaverse Challenge. To become the quote-unquote king of the metaverse, he literally strapped a VR headset to his face and lived entirely virtually. It meant dealing with intense isolation, completely questioning reality, and eating physical fast food alone in his room while his virtual friends just glitched out and disappeared. And honestly, building a business online feels exactly like this. Your digital life is thriving and super loud, but your physical reality is literally just you, alone, grinding away in a quiet room. The mental decay that happens over 100 days of that kind of intense focus is staggering. Just look at Mr. Beast's famous isolation challenge, where two strangers were trapped in a blindingly white room. Day 1 is a brand new reality, but by day 27, sleepless paranoia. Day 30, you're completely losing your grip and arguing over a spoon. As a creator, staring at blinding white documents and glowing screens in a dark room, that mental decay and massive self-doubt are incredibly real and super dangerous. Okay, so the absolutely crucial point here is having a structured plan to survive it all. Mark Tilbury outlines this exact 3-step survival guide to endure the isolation without completely losing your mind. First up, consume. Dedicate yourself to learning a high-income skill, something like coding or video editing. Second, apply. Get out into the real world, fail fast, and actually start charging real money for your skill. And third, educate. Break free from trading your time by scaling your business and teaching others how to do exactly what you just did. To truly understand the extreme stakes of that apply stage when you're under intense psychological pressure, let's look back at those two strangers in the Mr. Beast isolation cube. They locked themselves away for 100 straight days, battling severe boredom and blinding lights, all just to win $500,000. Applying a new skill online without seeing any immediate results feels exactly like being in that sensory deprivation cube. You literally have to blindly trust that the eventual payoff is going to be worth the current psychological torture. Or, hey, consider the Minecraft builders from another Mr. Beast experiment. These creators spent 30 hours straight meticulously crafting this intricately detailed digital spaceship without a single minute of sleep, all for a shot at $25,000. The intense focus required to sit there for 30 hours straight, the heavy pressure to be perfect, the sheer willpower. I mean, this is the hidden reality of the creator grind that nobody sees when they're just casually scrolling past your content on their phones. But here is the crucial difference for a solo creator. The ultimate prize isn't some one-time game show payout. By following Tilbury's framework and enduring the brutal grind, the real goal is a scalable, predictable $10,000 monthly recurring revenue. It's the absolute holy grail of online business. It's total freedom, permanently separating your time from your income. Which leads us to Section 2, resisting the temptations. the hidden cost of comfort. Because reaching that financial milestone means surviving the grueling moments where the universe is practically begging you to quit. Later that night, you walk outside for just a few minutes. Cold air, empty streets, super busy mind. You start thinking about all the nights you doubted yourself, checking empty bank accounts, watching other people win while you felt totally stuck. The temptation to just give up is suffocating. Just like the contestants in Mr. Beast's video were offered a massive buyout, spending $50,000 of their prize money for a smart bed and an iPad just to simply turn off the blinding lights, your own journey is going to constantly tempt you. You'll want to trade your long-term dreams for immediate short-term relief. Watching your friends go out on weekends while you are stuck staring at a glowing screen, that is the ultimate temptation to just walk away from it all. But you have to push through the sickening regret of those missed comforts. In that cube challenge, the contestants agonized for 9 straight days after turning down a mystery box that actually contained 2 free Teslas. When you're grinding away in your room, every party you miss, every dollar you don't spend, it literally feels like rejecting a Tesla. You just have to endure that crushing regret to protect your final goal. Then, when you finally scale your skills and reach that educate step, you break your isolation by building a fiercely loyal audience. Mark Tilbury uses this proven impact framework, and it's brilliant. You inspire with your authentic story. Keep your message crystal clear. Offer practical, actionable steps. Remain authentic to your real experiences. Build a strong connection with your community. And finally, use timing to ride the wave of current trends. This right here is exactly how you transition from an isolated worker to a true community leader. At the climax of your journey, you're going to face the ultimate psychological test. In the Mr. Beast Cube Challenge, the final twist was a game of split or steal. Do you cooperate with your partner to split a smaller, guaranteed reward, or do you betray them to steal the entire pot for yourself? Well, as a creator, launching your own business is your ultimate steal moment. You are risking all your guaranteed safety, your time, and your sanity on the wild, audacious belief that you can take total control of your own destiny. But if you resist the temptation, something starts to feel different. At 2 a.m., you upload another video. A few notifications appear, a new follower, a new comment, more views than yesterday. You lean back in your chair, completely exhausted, but smiling quietly. Then you whisper to yourself, maybe this challenge is finally changing my life. Suddenly, all that paranoia, the missed parties, the blinding white screens, it all just makes perfect sense. So, as the sun rises on another freezing morning, you have a huge choice to make. We've seen the psychological toll, the intense temptations, and the framework for survival. Are you going to choose the safety of the traditional route? Or are you ready to face the 100-day isolation chamber and truly change your life?